Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and thank you for joining this workshop on reference management using Mendeley. The workshop is organized by Department of Sociology, Fatima Jinnah Women University. And before going to the formal session, let me introduce our core team with you. Today, I'm myself, Dr. Adila Rahman, in charge Department of Sociology, is the lead facilitator for this workshop. And my co-facilitators are Lecturer, Department of Computer Arts, Mr. Mera Gulzar, and the organizing committee, Ms. Hina Aruj and Ms. Anika Ansari, is facilitating us for managing different tasks. The technical support is provided by the ITC team. So, and the participants for this workshops, we have 132 participants, including students, faculty, and staff. Faculty and students from the 18 departments are participating in this workshop, and staff from the 8 different offices of Fatima Jinnah Women University are also participating in this workshop. I thank you all, and we wish that we will able to meet your expectation to learn Mendeley software from this workshop. The objective of this workshop to learn reference management by using Mendeley software and to create your own database library to learn about Mendeley web-based services. We will cover the following content in this workshop. Installation of Mendeley, searching online databases for importing citation into Mendeley, creating a library, importing full-text PDF articles and already downloaded database, importing citation and bibliography into Word document, changing citation styles, Mendeley web-based services. So today's 3 hours workshop is divided into 3 sessions. In session one, it is comprises of 1 hour, and we will complete following contents like how to download Mendeley software, create ID, sign up, sign in, literature review search, create your own library. And in session two, after that, we will learn about importing and downloading already downloaded database to the Mendeley, importing citation and references to Word document, selecting and modifying reference format. So this is session two is the most interesting part of this workshop because on single click, your references and citation problems will be solved. You do not have to worry about the dots and commas of references. Session three will comprises of Mendeley web-based services, and after that we will have a question answer session and feedback. So let's start with the Mendeley. What is Mendeley? It's a free reference managers and an academic social network. Actually, Mendeley is a company based in London, which provides products and services for academic researchers. And Mendeley software is one of that uh, services. It is most known for its reference manager, which is used to manage and share research papers and generate bibliographies for your scholarly articles. So let's start with its practical work. I will move now towards the website. So if you have not installed Mendeley software yet, simple, you have to go to the mendeley.com in your Google Chrome. You just write mendeley.com in Google, and then you click on Mendeley Reference Management Software. So it will give you this interface in which you can create your free account. If you have not downloaded yet, you click on this download icon. Here the window appears download Mendeley desktop for Windows. Just click on download Mendeley desktop for Windows. Here you can see at the bottom of the screen its exe file is downloading. In the meanwhile it is downloading, you can create your account on Mendeley. For creating your account, you just have to click on create account. So I have already signed in with the two different IDs. So these IDs are already appearing over here. If you have not signed in, you are signing in first time. So you just add your email address. Like for instance, I am adding sociology because it is not added. Click on continue. You can write your name and the password. This password is actually different from the password which you have assigned to your email address. This is a unique password. It can be unique password, that can be different password for this Gmail account. This password will be used only for Mendeley. So if you want that you want to create another password which is different from this your email ID, you can create. So any password you can write it over here, whatever you want, and then you click on registered. If you have already an account, you can just click on I already have an account, otherwise you click on registered. So uh, it's showing registration successful. Now you can continue your Mendeley. So while continuing to the Mendeley, there are a few more steps in order to create your profile into the Mendeley software. Simply click to continue to Mendeley. So this page will appear in front of you. I've already signed in with my own account. The first interface you can see in this page is feed. It's already clicked. The feed is actually a same a search engine, or you can write it anything you want. The post, you can post any document over here. You can post any comment over here. And the citation updates is if you have already some articles, you can upload over here. If you have article suggestions, you have an article and you want to suggest with other people, you want to share it with other people, you can upload over here. So we are not going towards this phase because we have to work on the library. So we are going to create our own profile. So here my name is appearing over here. When I sign in, you simply click on your name. So this page actually you have to build up as per your requirements. So you can edit your name if you feel that spelling is incorrect, or if you want to change your name, you can change or you can edit. Particularly for the faculty members, you must fill this all these columns because it will help you for further your career progression, or it will build your community, or it will enable you to access to the research materials, or might be if you have already uploaded your research, other people can read your research and cite your research. So while clicking on add your title, already the name is given. Academic degrees, you can mention PhD or whatsoever you have degree, just click on save. Then you add your position. If you are professional, you can write it over here, your institution name, and you will be happy to know that our Fatima Jinnah Women University name is appearing over this software, in this software. Here you can see Fatima Jinnah Women University, Rawalpindi, Pakistan. You just click on that, enter the position, like if you're a student, you can mention student. If you have a different designation, you can write it different designation, or whatever designation you want to show to the public. When you join this university, you can here see any date you can randomly write it over here. If you are still working, you can just click on I currently work here. So then you have to add your education. Again, enter the name of your highest degree or the latest degree might be. You can click on your latest degree.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम डॉक्टर अदीला।
जी
वो मिस हिरा नौशीन ने अपनी स्क्रीन शो कर दी और आपकी अब नहीं शो हो रही।
कोई पार्टिसिपेंट है? हीरा नौशीन, प्लीज बेटा स्टॉप प्रेजेंटिंग योर स्क्रीन। Dr. Dila, you may need to present again.
Okay. So we were there at adding our profile. We have added our professional experiences. If you are a student, you can leave it as it is, as a blank. Education is actually your current education or your highest degree. So my highest degree is from International Islamic University, Malaysia. So I'm writing it over here. It is giving me an option, Malaysia, and enter the degree name. This is important for particularly for the faculty members because it will help the other people to access you, to read your articles and get help from your particular field. So again, the starting date, ending date, I'm randomly entering it, or might be 2017. Save. Some other options are your recent publications. You can add your recent publications. Again, it will help other people to read and to approach to you for the particular research articles. So you can add. If you want to add, simply you can drag your PDF file over here and it will be uploaded. Or might be you can enter manually. While manual entry, you have to write the DOI, the title of your article, authors, abstract, and journal. So it's very lengthy, so we are not going towards that. If you want to add, you can add later on. If you are editor of any journal, you can add your editorship details in this column. Research interests are very important. These interests are actually the keywords with those the people will access you or people will join you. So research interests, my research interests are public health. Here you have to write first interest, enter, and then press enter. Do not write the whole sentence. And my second interest is medical sociology. And other is simple sociology and gender studies. This research interest even facilitate you in this regard that Mendeley will automatically extract certain articles relevant to these fields and they will automatically suggest in your library that these new articles comes into the market or comes online or available online with a particular domain. So they will automatically suggest you. You will receive an email or might be you will receive any notification in your Mendeley library. So enters as much as the research interest you have, you can enter and Mendeley will suggest you the particular articles. So when you enter, then click on done. So we have done with position, institutions, already done with that. If you want to add your pictures, you can add your pictures. The other profiles, there are some other research engines. If you have login to that search engines, you can just click and to connect those ORCT IDs with the Mendeley. It will just enable you to access by the larger audience easily. So we are done with this profile page that will remain with you forever. Wherever you will go into the world, you just simply click in or log in with this ID which you have created on Mendeley, and whatever you saved in this particular page or in this particular website, it will remain with you It's just same like your Gmail. Wherever you in the world you go, you just log in your Gmail ID and all details saved in your drive. It comes at that place. So same, it Mendeley also works in the same drive as the same drive. I hope this page or making profile page is very much clear to you. Now we are moving back towards the. So we are working on the library actually. We have to work on this library portion. This library phase is actually your web page, the Mendeley website. Why we need to download Mendeley Desktop? Because Mendeley Desktop will enable us to import our references to the Word documents and to save our libraries. Here, library will be saved online. So from this page, you cannot cite reference to the documents. For citing reference to the documents, we need to download Mendeley Desktop. So if you have not already downloaded, you just click on yes. I have already downloaded, so I'm not going to download it again. I'm just going to Mendeley Desktop. It is after downloading, it will appear like this. So after right now till next 1 hours, we will work on this Mendeley Desktop interface. If you have already downloaded this Mendeley Desktop, please open it, and now we will work on this software actually. If you are following me, I will go slowly and I will repeat some steps. So you may enter, you may follow all those steps along with me. If you have any question, any confusion, or if you are lagging behind, so just comment in the chat box, and my facilitator will inform me that there is a burning question which need to address right now. So the first thing we have to do in this library is the literature search. This is the same search.
Dr. Adila, some of them are downloading, so they probably want a couple of more minutes.
Okay.
So they can be.
Okay, while in the meanwhile, when they are downloading, I can show you more icon about the Mendeley desktop, Mendeley website. We have an option of creating folders over here. Like if you want to create multiple folders in your library, you can create on your website as well as in your Mendeley desktop. You can tag certain articles as favorites, publications. If you have already publications, you upload your publications over here. There is no harm to upload your publications over here, because publications are for the general purpose, or and for the purpose to read by the many peoples. Unless and until it will not read by many researchers, or it will not be cited, there is no use of your research. And your citation, or particularly for the faculty members, your research input will not be facilitating you for your career progression unless and until your article has not been cited. So if you have only one article, share it with. Might be from one article, 1,000 people cite one article. So your research index graph will be very much high as compared to those who might have 100 articles but never cited because they never shared their articles on the public places. So we are going back towards Mendeley desktop. Here is literature search. In the literature search, this is the same search engine like a Google. You write on Google different words, and whatever the relevant articles or material available on the website, Google actually extract it uh, for you. So it's same like a search engine. You write it some keywords, you can write your whole article, your thesis title, whatsoever you want to write. So because my area is public health, I do research in health aspects. So I'm writing here public health response towards right now because COVID-19 is a hot issue. So let's take COVID-19. I want to search my material or literature review on public health response towards COVID-19. While writing it over here, just click on enter. Okay, I will on it again because it is showing. Because in COVID-19, there is no recent article which is available in Mendeley search, so it was not giving me. But on public health research, they have given me certain options. Or might be public health research domain is too broader. I want a specific article. I can search healthcare system in Pakistan. Healthcare system in Pakistan. So the most relevant articles with respect to this keywords, it is appearing in now my window. You can see the list of articles. Still you have an option load more results. As much as possible with these keywords, the Mendeley can extract for you. It usually did for you. But I want to make my life easy. I do not want so much details, thousand and thousand of articles which I do not need, or might be I do not have a time to read all those articles. I know on healthcare system, some particular important authors I want to cite, or I just want to read the famous authors or the authors I know. For instance, in healthcare system, I have read Sania Nishtar, Babar Sheikh. Some names are already appearing in the list. I want this literature search to be in a more advanced manner. So I want to add authors. Here you can see in this search engine, there is a small arrow. You just click on this arrow. It is giving you an option of authors, titles, publication names, year, and open access. If you want to add authors, you just click on authors and you add author name, Sania Nishtar. Again, press entered. You see all those articles which is with the name of Sania Nishtar is included in this Mendeley software or this search engines. It appearing now. Sania Nishtar, Sania Nishtar, Sania Nishtar, and all articles are those articles on the healthcare system which is written and published by Sania Nishtar only. Now, I again want, because Sania Nishtar has published so many articles from many years, I do not need from the 2007 or 4. I just want her articles which are published in 2010, might be. So again, I will add another filter. Go to the same bar, click year. The word year appearing over here, just write 2010. Again, press enter. So she has published one article in 10. So, and the other 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So it makes my life easy. Irrespective, I may read her 100 articles. I just want the latest articles, or might be I know some articles which she has published in 2010, which is most relevant to the healthcare system. So I just searched my literature with the particular filters. So now only 14 search results, 14 articles are appearing. Before that, there was more than 50 articles. If you confirm it that you only need these articles, then you stick to that and then start building your own library. If you want another filter, you can use another filter, which is publication names mean journals published in books, articles, or the journal. So might be her mostly articles are medical related, published in medical health journals. So I can write Journal of Pakistan Medical Association. Again, press enter. So it brings me only those articles other than Sanya Nishtar also, which is published in Journal of Pakistan Medical Association. Again, out of 14 articles, now there are 8 articles which is most relevant and which I required. Because sometimes it happens, I want to search articles with the name of journal because I know this journal is authentic, accepted by HEC, high indexed, high impact factors. So I want to cite only the articles which are published in this journal. These are all the optional filters, do not require that you have to do this, but when you do that, it will make your life easy to exactly extract those particular articles which you want. So if I say that I need only these articles for my to cite into my article, the next step is how to cite and how to read its full text. Here it is only some few details. When I click on one article, on the right side, there is a small window opens, which is giving a very brief overview of this particular article. So this is actually a book. Choke Pipe is her book. I want a journal article. Here you can say, here you can see that the title of the article is appearing over here. The author's details are here, and journal name is there, here is there, an abstract. Usually what we do, particularly students, what we do that we just only read an abstract. Abstract gives us an idea that is this article relevant to my research or not. And if we feel that this abstract is not relevant to my research, we may skip this research and then we move towards the another research. So that's why Mendeley also giving you first this short and brief intro of this article. If you feel that yes, it is relevant and I want to read a full text, so how to do and how to read the full text? Scroll down this right pen. Moving down, there is an DOI. So for the students who do not know about the DOI is actually keywords or the codes which is given to your articles to search your article on the website. That is a unique DOIs which is given to articles or the journals, which cannot be replicated for any other articles or journals. So when you click on this DOI search icon, if the DOI is available, it will give you an option. If it is not available, then it will not search. Might be the DOI is not available over here. We can click on any other article and check its DOI. So its DOI is not working. So might be, but we can do that. We just save this reference because I need its abstract, because from the abstract, I'm clear about that I can cite this article. I just saved this article. When you click on save the article, now article will be saved in all documents. Now this is the article which we saved when we synced. I'm clicking on the sync because when we click sync, if the relevant PDF is available online into the Mendeley web-based, it will automatically appear over here. If it is not available, then we have to go to the DOI. So might be the Journal of Pakistan Medical Association is not providing the online services for the DOI. So I will remove it from all other details and go to healthcare system research only. So here you can see the DOI is available. This is the Journal of Public Health. So they are giving this DOI. I want to read this whole article. Click on DOI. When I click on DOI, it gives me the URL for this article. Click on this URL. It will open that particular URL into other tab. Now you can see the details of this article. The PDF is also available. Here you have a different options. If you want to read your PDF in this tab, you can open PDF. If it is access or the access is given by your organization to open this search engine, the PDF will open. If that public health article or the domain is not available by your institution, then the article will not open. So here the public health journal is accessible by the university search engines. This is now opened. Read it out again before downloading or before saving it to your library to create a library, to avoid to create a mess into the library. First, you read it online. Just a quick view of this article. If you feel this is more relevant and you want to cite it, you have two options. Either you download it into your computer, or might be you just have an icon over here, Mendeley importer. So I'm just, before that, I will just show how to install web importer. In order to import this article into your library, you have to enable web importer. How to install that web importer? In Mendeley desktop, go to tools option, tools tab, click on that tab. It's asking about install web importer. So in tools, go to install web importer, click on that web importer. It's asking about get web importer for Chrome. Click on that. So I already have, so it is asking me that I want to remove. If you have not installed, just click on the icon install over here instead of remove from Chrome. It's a very quick process. Within 1 minute, it will be installed and the icon will appear over here at the top bar, the red icon, the red Mendeley icon you can see over here, because I have downloaded this already. So it is appearing in my Chrome tab. So I'm again repeating it, how to install the web importers. In Mendeley desktop, you go to tools and you click on the install web importer. When you click on the install web importer, it opens Mendeley web importer for you. Click on get web importer for Chrome and then click on install. It will appear over here in your Chrome window. So now the articles I have downloaded or the articles which I want to download or save to my library, I want it to import into my Mendeley. So now click on this web importer icon. If this article is accessible by Mendeley, it will appear in the web importer. If this article is not accessible in the Mendeley search engine, so it will not appear over here. So it is showing that checking for the PDF. Yes, PDF is available. Again, you can see the PDF from here as well, but I have already opened PDF over here. So I'm just adding it to Mendeley. So click on add to Mendeley. It is now adding into your Mendeley library. First, it will add into your online library. For instance, you can see your library by clicking over here. View library. That was the same interface which I have told you before. Now, the first article which you have downloaded in your library is appearing now here. Before that, it was empty. It is automatically saved in your library, irrespective you sign out and again sign in, it will be there, unless and until you manually not deleted it. And you click on that, it giving option delete or export to MS Word or add to some other folders. So if you do not delete, it will remain with your automatically remain with your this ID. And this article will also appearing now in your Mendeley. You have to click on this save reference. Remember this literature search, whatever you are doing with this literature search window, it will never save and it will not save in your library unless and until you will not click on save reference icon. So you have to click on this save reference. When you click on that save reference, now the article will be saved in all documents. See, but here the PDF is not appearing over here, but in the web page it was appearing. So what to do that with that? In order to see PDF in your Mendeley desktop, you have to sync all those PDF with this particular search. Every time, whenever you save your new reference into your library or into your all documents, you have to click on this sync button or this sync icon. This sync tab actually enables you to extract or bring all those articles or PDF which is saved in your library over here. Sometimes because of that syncing problem with the Mendeley, it's still not appearing. So might be we can search another article. If it is not appearing over here, but still you want it, might be you just close your Mendeley and then again open it and again sync, then it will appear over here. Still, if it is not working because of any interface or any problem of the connection or the this sync icon, you can even download it manually. Like this article, these PDF articles you can download in your Mendeley library with the name of article 1 or whatsoever. So I want that PDF article must be attached in this library, but it automatically not appearing. What I can do right now that I can add that PDF from my folder to this particular reference. Just click on add files. I have saved in Mendeley with the name of article 1. Click on that article 1, open it. Now you can see the PDF is available over here. This is the second option we can do in order to extract the PDF. Let's try another example, might be it will automatically appears. Like for instance, I saved this reference over here. And other articles, I want to read it full, click on DOI. After clicking on DOI, it will give you a URL reference. Go to URL reference. I do not want to read it over here because the interface of this website is complicated. I just want to download into my importer and then I will read its PDF. Click on again a web importer. The PDF is available. Click on this icon. So here it is, the Mendeley also facilitating you in this regard. They are also suggesting you some other relevant articles with reference to your research. Like for instance, I searched the role of pharmacists in developing countries, the current scenario in Pakistan. And other articles which Mendeley is suggesting me, which is having this pharmacy profession keywords are available. Pharmacist, patient roles, pharmaceutical, or I haven't searched this in my Mendeley, but this Mendeley is suggesting me because I clicked on this icon, and now this is the technology oriented world. Everything you click on the websites, it gives you automatically suggestions for the further reading. So if you feel that other articles you also want to save, you can click the PDF is not found. If you do not want that those articles whose PDF is not available, you can skip. See, PDF is not available. Here PDF is available. Simple click on that and then add to Mendeley. So it is added to Mendeley. Go back to your Mendeley desktop, and then it was already saved in my documents. Just synced with that. So search another article, save reference, go to its DOI, and go to its URL. So in the Mendeley desktop, usually when you saved in your all documents and you click on sync, the PDF automatically appears. If it is not appearing, you might close your Mendeley desktop, this, and again reopen, then it will solve your problem. I'm again reopening this. Now this is, now here very important thing I want to show that I closed it and I'm again reopening. When I reopen, there is nothing in the literature search. So please remember, literature search is just a Google site, or is just like a Google search engine. When you close your tab, everything will be disappear. Only those articles remains with you which were already saved in your library. So you want to extract their PDFs, just click on sync. Still the PDF is not appear, so we can manually add those PDFs. So again, we will search on this with the other different articles, might be women's health. Women health system or situation or issues in Pakistan. So now you can see different articles. Again, the same procedure you have to follow. You have to go to your URL. You can have a saved reference and all this detail are there. So in Mendeley library, even you can see your own Mendeley library. Just click on fresh. So here, whatever the articles I have downloaded, now it is appearing over here. If it is not appearing, you just click fresh your search engine, then it will show whatever you have downloaded. So in this, all documents, all those documents will show which is saved in your library. Okay, the next step in after that might be I have saved many references. Like for instance, I'm just saving because of the purpose of that we want to create different folders. Okay, now go to your all documents. You can see a number of articles over there because you saved all those articles in your library. Again, I have saved hundred of articles in my library. It's again creating a mess because there are some articles on women health, there are some articles on public health, there are some articles on healthcare system. I want to again make my life easy to transfer the particular or the relevant articles to the relevant folders. We can create new folders over here. So I'm going to create a new folder. From the left side of your window, there is the option of create folder. So I am creating first folder with the name of public health and other women health. Here you can create as much as you want. Might be the students who are working on their thesis. Right now you are working on your BS thesis. You can have a BS thesis folder. Because you are 8th semester student, so might be you will join MPhil after a year. So after a year, you can create another folder with MS thesis, inshallah. So it will make your life easy that whatever you saved in BS thesis, that will remain in BS thesis. If your MS thesis is relevant to that BS thesis, you can have the same articles or you can create different articles. Now in all documents, I have saved all these references. I want to drag into the particular folders because I do not want to create a mess in my library, and because it's time consuming to search again women health articles and public health articles or the other relevant articles. So the first article, the role of pharmacists in developing countries, the current scenarios in Pakistan, I feel this is more relevant to the public health domain. So I will click on this article and drag into the public health folder. When I click on public health folder, now it is appearing over here. The next article which I have saved is no health without mental health. Again, if it is a public health, you drag into public health. If you feel it is not relevant to any other folder created, leave it over here. Healthcare system. So this article is relevant to healthcare system, which is again relevant to public health, health seeking behavior, public health, women health folder, maternal health, women health, violence against women health, meeting the Millennium Development Goals article is a public health article, whatsoever. Or might be if I want all these articles to save in my BS thesis folder, select all, Control A, the all articles will be selected. Drag into the MS thesis folder. Now you can see in BS thesis folder, this is BS thesis folder, all articles are appearing over here. In public health, you only drag 3 articles, so 3 articles are here. In women health, these articles are appearing. Okay, the next step is that I want to read its full article. So again, click on sync. If the PDF is available, it will sync over here. If the PDF is not available, you can upload PDF from your own folder. You can save from other search engines the PDF articles and you can drag it over here. Might be you synced, you might available those articles, or if it is synced with the Mendeley library, it will appear over here. Again, I can go to look up it because the URL is not available. So I hope so you will be clear about how you have to search the literature and how you have to make your own libraries. The next task is that as I want to read this PDF before citing into the software. Double click on this. Now the PDF will appear in the same My Library or the desktop window. You can read this PDF over here. Even you can select any content you want. You can have a note over here. This is the same like when you read literature review and you make a notes. You highlight some literature manually or in the other search engines and you make a note that this is relevant or might be this is a contradiction. You feel that this is a contradiction with article 2 जो आपने पहले सेव किया था. Whatever you have downloaded, whatever you have saved might be. So whatever comments you want to make it over here, you can write, or might be you can write other things that health system is comprises of three tier, whatsoever you want to write it. So this interface also enables you that whenever you will read this article next time, you will simply go to the icons or the notes, which make it life easy. Despite you read the whole article again and you search from where you have read, because many times you are reading and you forget from at what line you are there and what particular content you have read at which place. So if you want, for instance, healthcare system is an important, you want to cite it later on in your article, but you can just click on over here. You can have an option of notes. Even you can highlight your text with the different colors just to make your life easy. Then you can remember. Even this highlighting will also enables you to develop your thematic codes for your qualitative data analysis. When you have data and you want to make a different codes, you can highlight your text with the different colors, and different colors will show different codes. Like if it is a red color, you know red color means socio-demographic factors. In the full article, wherever the pink will be highlighted, either it's a one sentence, one word, wherever the pink text will be highlighted, you know the pink text mean these all information must be added into the socio-demographic information. Different colors will enable you or make your life again easy to read these articles again and again. So this is how you can read your article. Going back to my library, sometimes it happens because of that now you are at the phase of your thesis writing, BS and the MPhil, and you have already done with your literature search. You have downloaded a lot of material in your desktop, and you are now writing. But Mendeley software is, you are just learning about the Mendeley software and you're thinking about that you have to transfer your whole research into the Mendeley. Might be you are at the very last stage, you are writing your discussion part. The question must come in your mind that how I can change my literature now, or how I can cite my literature by using Mendeley software. It's very easy. All the PDF articles which you already downloaded in your desktop or your laptops, you can drag all those PDFs over here. And when you drag all those PDF over here and you will cite it in your Word documents, it will automatically generate your references. Let's go how to do that. I want to add, these were all those articles which I have searched through online search engines. I have not downloaded before that. But there are some articles which I have already downloaded, might be few years back, 10 years back. Now it is not available online, might be, but I want to add into my Mendeley library because I want to cite those articles in my research. Here you can see add files. Go to add files. I have a women health. I have already downloaded two articles related to women's health. Excuse me. But and I want to drag into the women's health folder. But here I have opened public health folder. So whatever the folder will open over here, that articles will come in that folder. So I need to click on the women health folder. After clicking on this women health folder, now go to the add files, women health, and select all those articles. Click on open. It will not open, actually it will open it into your library. So now you can see that those articles having a PDF files are appearing over here. In this way, you can extract many whatsoever articles you have. You can download or you can extract over here. So in public health folder, some articles are I want to add in public health. Go to add files. Again, I have some other articles. I have a list of articles. Some are PDF, some are Word. I selected it all, open, and all now appears over in Mendeley desktop. This is how to add files. Even you can drag folder. Instead of having one by one file, I just click on Mendeley the folder. I'm not opening this article, I'm just adding this folder. Click on this folder. That folder only contains 2 articles, which is now appearing at the bottom. So this is another way of creating your own library. If you have already downloaded available material which is not available on net, or which is might not be accessed to the net because of internet issues, or might be you do not have access to that particular PDF. So it happens with the students as well. Many times they are asking about that they are unable to download articles at home. So I usually uh, counsel them and inform them that go to the university library and download over there, because university give you an access to the many other search engine which is easily and open access available. It also happens with us many times when we search at home, that articles and that PDFs we are unable to download, but when we open it at the university, because university has given us access, so we can easily download it. So might be I have in the library, in the university library, you have downloaded some articles, and after that you can read and you can import into the Mendeley. So these are then other techniques to make your libraries. So in your library now you have 3 or 4 folders. MS thesis is no content is there. On BS thesis, public health, and women health. Go back to your web page, click on refresh button, and the recently added folders. Okay, you have to sync it actually. Again, you will, if when you will sign out and again sign in, that will appear in your both libraries web page as well as in this window. So if you are clear, we can move forward. You also have an option of making a groups. I have created one group over here, which is FJW Journal Club. Groups actually gives you another access or facilitate you to contact with the particular peoples which are added into your FJW journal. For instance, FJW Journal Club is actually a group which I have created on my web page, my Mendeley web page. Whoever will be added in this FJW Journal Club that can see my library. If I have downloaded anything or anything I have added in this folder, all the people who can join this FJW Journal Club can see my search. Although it's my article, but I'm sharing in the group because I want to read my article by the many people. So might be I'm adding the same files in Journal Club. So you can see the 2 articles I have downloaded over here in the Journal Club. So now whoever, this is actually my Mendeley desktop. This is appearing my name over here, and this is my desktop. But when I pasted my these 2 articles in group, so now all the members who are available who have joined this group, they can see now my articles. See in this group, we have 2 members, Mr. Marakuza and Anika Ansari. Even they can see my articles now. They can access to my articles, they can read my articles if they receive any invitation. So this is another way to make your articles available to the different people or to the different groups. Okay, next. I hope is it clear to everyone how to search your references or search your articles with a particular content, and how to create your library. Whatsoever saved in your all documents or in your folders, it will remain forever with you, unless and until you will do not delete it. Okay, ji. The next, the most interesting phase. So we have done with the installation, we have done with the literature search, we have done with creating libraries. This is the most interesting phase. We have also learned importing references and documents from the folders, which is already available in our computer. Yes, add reference manually. Might be it happens. The one more aspect, women health. I have journal copy in hard form. I have printed form of journal copy, which is not available in on online search engines like Fatima Jinnah Women University journal. Fatima Jinnah Women University journal is not available online, unfortunately, but I want to add this article because I have cited these articles. I have added some material in my research thesis or in my articles, and now I want to cite that particular journal. So what to do, because it is not available online, or even the PDF is not available. This is another dilemma of our journal, unfortunately, that we do not have access online. So, but I need, so I will add it manually. Click on add entry manually. So it is giving you the option of this window how to add your journal manually. So remember, for the citation, for the reference purpose, you just need author's name, year, article name, and journal name, and which I am now adding it into the this particular library manually. I know the journal name, right click. Here you can select, it is a journal, book sections, computer programs, film, generic, hearing, whatsoever. These are all those things which is not available online, and you are downloading or you are entering it, you're adding manually. I'm adding journal article. I click on journal article, title. This title is actually your article title, not journal title. My article is, for instance, article name is maternal healthcare services in public hospitals in Pakistan. This is my article name. Author's option, again, remember, the APA style, last name, first name. You have to enter in the same sequence, last name and first name. My last name is Rahman, comma. It is also giving you information, and Dila. If I have a second author, I will just click on second author, last name Hassan, Roxana. So it is now appearing over here. Now the journal article, journal of, is giving some options. If it is available over here, you can click over here. If it is not, you can okay, journal of gender and social issues. Year 2009, volume 3, issue 2, pages. Those pages on which my article with this title is published. So might be it's page number 11 to 19. I do not want to add abstract because it is not required to cite references. Leave it as it is. If you want to add author's keywords, you can add. Otherwise, you can blank it and can leave it empty. We do not need URL. We do not need all these things. Whatever we need is this information for citing our reference. So just click on save. At the very top of the window, there is an option of save. See, this is now saved in my this folder because I was working in this folder. When I will click, I can only see this information which I have downloaded. Let's try. If you see that if you have added and you want to try, is it available online or not? Click on DOI. If it is available, it will give, but it is not available online, so it is not appearing over here. Okay, one more thing in this search, I forgot to tell you about that, the tags option. This tags option is actually controlled by you. This is not those tags which is available as in keywords. For instance, this article, author's keywords. These are those keywords which authors has cited in his or her journal. But this tag is actually those tags which through which I want to search this article in my library. For instance, the name is Maternal Health and Survival in Pakistan, Issues and Options. I'm tagging this articles MH1, Maternal Health, for my convenience to explore or to search into my library. I click on MH1, it is added. So the next article is antenatal care services. I tagged it might be MH2. It will be automatically saved. Now why I tagged it? Because I want to search these two articles quickly. I have only few articles in the list. In your list might be you have saved thousands or thousands of articles. So, but you now forget about where was that article. So for quick access, you have different options. Now this access is actually to search articles within your own library. Your own library also comprises of different authors, different articles. You want to search, you can search with the author name, you can search with the tags, like just I have made a tag. So I want to search with a tag. Automatically, these two tags are appearing over here. See MH1 and MH2, I just tagged. So I just click on MH1. The relevant article on which I have used this MH1 tag is now appearing in my window. Again, it is making my life easy instead of scrolling down 1,000 articles and then figure out this article which I'm required. While saving it, you just add the tags on that particular articles with the particular key codes which is easily remembered to you. So I know I am reading about maternal health articles, so I make maternal health 1, maternal health 2, or might be you can have a different name, maternal health services. Next time you just, your tags will be appear over here. You just click on that, it will gives you a quick review of your article. Okay, now we are done with the first part of all these installation and all importing references. Moving forward towards inserting citation and bibliography. I hope it will be most interesting because it's my very much interesting part. With a single click, your all worries of writing citation and referencing and worrying about missing dot and commas, missing URLs, missing any things which make your life miserable with respect to references, that will be solved with a single click. Many times, research students, even the MPhil or even the PhD student, because it is a very universal phenomena, sometimes we cite articles and we forget to cite it full reference or bibliography. We have also taken avivas of different other institutions, different levels. It's a very common mistakes at the PhD level usually, and even at the very professional levels when we write articles. When we are citing and referencing manually, it's a human error that we might miss some article or some citation. The citation is available, but the end reference is not available. The end reference is available, but the citation is not available. So for the students, remember these things. The examiners, the first thing which they pinpoint in your research thesis is that citation and references. Even when they do not find anything in your research, they will pinpoint these things, and this is a major issues which we have to come across as a faculty members when our student thesis went to the other examiners, and they pinpoint these things that citations are missing, some citations are available, and references are not available. So Mendeley makes this life easy. How? Go to Mendeley again. There is a public health articles. So I want to cite these articles into my thesis or my article. Now open your Word document where you are writing your paper. I will delete the reference that is already added. So this is your literature review part. This is your introduction, or this is your whole thesis which you are writing. And this text, actually, you have written this text by reviewing different articles. You have to cite your references before citing into the Word. Again, go back to Mendeley desktop. Here there's a tool. Under the toolbar there is MS Word plugin. I have already installed this MS Word plugin. That's why it's giving me option to uninstall. I'm not going to uninstall. You are going to install this MS Word plugin. You must be appearing this install MS Word plugin tab into the tools tab. So just click on install Word plugin. Within half a minute, it will save into your Word document. Unless and until you will not install this Word plugin, your Word documents will not give you an option to insert. See, you can check if you have not installed, you go to references. This insert bibliography, open Mendeley, insert citation option will not be appearing in your documents if you have not installed your plugin. So in order to enable this insert citation tab into your Word documents, you have to install plugin, which I have already told how to install plugin. Go to tools and then installed Word plugin. So I have already installed Word plugin. Now I want to cite references from the Mendeley software. So for instance, I have written this sentence, and this sentence was taken from someone else's research. I want to cite that particular author over here. How to cite that? You place the cursor wherever you want to cite. I want to cite it over here. I place the cursor over here. Go to insert citation. You can see insert citation is here. I can zoom out, zoom in. So now it's very much clear about that. Here is an insert citation, and this is your text which you have written. I want to add one reference over here where my cursor is. Your cursor must be over there wherever you want to insert your citation. So might be for your easy access, I can enter over here. This is a new paragraph, and this is the one citation. I want to add at the end of the reference, and we are following APA style. You can see here is a style option, American Psychological Association. Social sciences people usually use American Psychological Association. We have different other options. American Sociological Association, it is also very much similar to the Psychological Association. We have IEEE format, we have Vancouver format, and the more styles format can be downloaded through Mendeley online search engines. If you feel that your discipline is particularly natural sciences, or might be the natural sciences, biology, or the IT department have a different citation or the reference engines or reference styles, which is not appearing over here. You can click on more styles and you can see if it is available in the Mendeley, like National Library of Science is not appearing over there. You can just click on that and use this style. When you click, it will appear now in your Word document. Still, if it is not available in this search engine, you can get more styles from different websites. If you know the particular websites, you can just click and you may download that URL. I'm not doing that because of that. We are all social sciences. Most of us belong to social sciences, in which we require only APA format. So APA format is already given over there. Select APA format. In APA format, many of you must know that APA asks citation with the different indicators or different style. Click on Insert Citation. When I click on Insert Citation, it is giving me this option, how to cite it. Again, there is two options. If you remember the author name or if you remember any keyword, you just enter keyword women health. When you enter any keyword, it is giving you all those articles which is downloaded in your library. These are all those articles which is saved in your Mendeley library. So you know that this particular text or this particular sentence was taken from this journal. Click this journal. Okay. See, you do not have to bother about this and comma, because most of the time students forget about this and, either to write in a symbol or either write in an and. Mendeley makes your life easy. You do not have to bother about and abbreviations or a and d and. It automatically appears over here. So all the brackets, commas are at this. Okay. Another option can be insert citation. You do not know the exact name or the exact title of the articles. You simply click on go to Mendeley. When you click on go to Mendeley, now your library is open. You know you are citing this article. Click on that article. In the library, when you click on this article to cite, you have to go to the top tab Cite. Here you can see there is a tab Cite. Unless and until you will not click article first and then cite, it will not appear in your Word. So click on cite. When you click on cite, now see it is already cited over here in Word. Okay. In Mendeley, it's whatever commands you will give, that will be done for you. But in APA format, when you cite different authors in a one text or one sentence, it do not demands like this. It says only one time bracket and then quote all. So how to do and how to merge this, because I have added in a different way how to merge these two authors in one citation. Again, there are two options. Here you can select these two references. When you selected these two references, now the insert citation option converted into merge citation. Click on merge citation, and according to the APA format, the citation has been merged in the proper way, in the proper format. This is one way if you have already cited and you can merge now. Or before that, you can also write it in a way like insert citation. You have cited one article, and again before click on OK, you just add another author here. For instance, the next, there another author, click OK. So see, in you do not need to merge again. Already it is merged because before inserting, you have opted another option. I hope it is very much clear now. On a single click, your all references done. Because this is a Chinese article, so that's why it's appearing in this way. Okay, the next thing is that now I want its full references, which is again a very tedious task for the research students, how to write references and how to correlate that all those references which is cited in my literature are available in the references. Again, Mendeley makes your life easy because we add references at the end of the article. So you have to go to the end of your article or end of your thesis where you want to insert your references. Insert bibliography. You can see in the word insert bibliography icon, just click on insert bibliography and the magic will appears and your all references which is cited in your literature will appears over here. So automatically your reference list is ready. And now because you have created on the APA format by using this Mendeley software, so there is no chances of error. And APA 6 is the latest edition, or maybe 7th is also available, but whatever the 6th edition style is, it is automatically appearing commas, dot, wherever it was required. Uh, the journal requires in italic, it is in italic now. So see, on single click, our life makes easy. Okay, the next step is that, for instance, while reviewing my literature, I deleted one article, one citation. Might be I feel that this is not relevant to my research, or I simply delete it from here. But it is appearing in the references. So what to do that? Click on refresh bibliography. Okay, I did manually, that's why it's not appearing over here. For instance, I deleted this article and refresh my library, the article from the reference list also disappeared. It also happens many times with the students that they deleted the citation, but they forget to delete the reference. Or might be they deleted the reference and they forget to delete the citation. But in this, by using this Mendeley software, whenever you delete either of the citation or the references, the bibliography or the citation list will automatically update. For instance, I'm adding another reference, insert citation, go to Mendeley, click cite, it is added. So now the Mendeley knows it because it all, whenever we use it all, when there is more than 3 authors, so APA knows whenever there are more than 3 authors, it is written in it all. Insert, just refresh. Now the article is available now. I hope you will be happy now. Because of that, this is very easy to forget about references part. Okay, the next step is that APA, okay, sometimes it happens that the reference is missing something, like might be the volume is not there, DOI is not there, here volume is available, DOI is not there. Why is it so? Because of that, when we saved this library, it was showing you this option to read it and make it details are correct. If you feel that, for instance, in this article, serial volume is there, year is not there, but you know the year because in the PDF article, see the year is available. But Mendeley missed it out to write it over here. So I can write it by myself. Page number, if it is available in this PDF, page 11, in this article, page 11 to page 16, I can write it page 11 to 16. Because Mendeley is a search engine and whatever it will be extract, whatever available in its search engine or what is available while syncing the articles. So that's why it is giving you an option to read it out, or might be if there is something missing, it it is giving you again an option to search. If you click on search, if then missing information is available, Mendeley will automatically fill it for you. If still missing, like issue is missing, still it is missing, if it is available in this journal, I can write. So there is no issue. It's only volume, or might be the issue is June. Issue is not in numbers, but issue in June, and you want to cite this June, so you can write June over here. And then make a details are correct. Click on details are correct. When you click on details are correct, then it will save in your reference engine. So remember, this was the article of Noor Azura, and all these details are correct. Again, go back to your library. Sync is very important. Whatever changing you made, unless and until you will not click on sync, that changing will not sync with the particular reference. Okay, now go back to your insert citation. This article I have edited. You may have a refresh. See, the volume is available now. Clear? Okay, that's good. It's your task and your job that you have to read your articles and the requirements which you required. Okay. Another important thing I want to teach you, Mendeley is something different from, APA is something different from the other reference search engines. For instance, now I want to change the next important thing for faculty members particularly. I have written my one article by using APA style. I have submitted in another journal. The journal requirement is not APA style. The general requirement is something else. It can be Vancouver, it can be IEEE, it can be anything. Particularly the public health people or the medical journals use this Vancouver style. So, but to do that, because I have cited thousands citation and thousands references, so it's very difficult to change manually, because in Vancouver you do not need this detail. Vancouver only need numbers, or IEEE only needs number. Many times we have read different articles where the reference is given through numbers, like the same article which I recently opened. Here is APA, but there can be other references which are using this style. It is also APA. Here you can see the numbers. So I have cited in APA, and now the journal is asking to convert all those citation into this IEEE or the Vancouver styles. So it's not difficult in Mendeley. On a single click, all APA reference will be converted into that particular style. Just change American Sociological Association into IEEE. I think it was manually edited. So insert citation. See, at the start of the paragraph, it is now appearing in the digit form. All those articles which I cited in APA, now it is appearing in the IEEE format. And even the end reference list is automatically changed. Remember, in APA format, after the name, years come, but here year is coming at the end, because Mendeley automatically transformed all those APA style into the IEEE styles. In APA, the journal name was appearing in a full text, but IEEE required in abbreviated way. So again, if you're not clear, we can do undo. Okay, we can just change APA. See, and I again change the APA, all styles changed. Years are appearing after the author's name. and the journal name is appearing in a full text and all these things. Again, I'm going to change it into the Vancouver's. The difference between Vancouver and IEEE is only IEEE number are number were appearing in brackets and Vancouver's without brackets. This is the only difference, but this slight difference makes our life difficult to rewrite our papers, or it's very difficult to rewrite your own work or rewrite references particularly. So Mendeley will give you this ease how to change those reference styles. So because of that, most of the social sciences discipline in the universities, we follow APA format. But when we submit our article into different journals, they ask about to change our reference styles into different other methods or other styles. So that is a difficult job for us that we need time how to change. And believe me, my one article was pending just because of that. I had not used Mendeley in my PhD, in my MPhil thesis, and that article I had to transfer into different APA style. And it took me 1 year because of that time constraints. There were 80 references over there, and all references I have to do manually. So it took me 1 year, honestly speaking. So please use this Mendeley software to save your time, to save your energies, and in a single click, it gives you different option. Okay, going back to APA because we are working on APA, and when you will work on APA, see, APA gives you another difficulty in that context that at the start of the paragraph, when we cite references, the format is slightly different. At the start of paragraph, we write usually without brackets, name without brackets, only years comes in a bracket. If you are familiar with the APA style, so when you cite at the start of paragraph and at the end of the paragraphs, both styles are different, but Mendeley actually build up in one way. So here, but that will not be accepted by your supervisor. Your supervisor will still ask to change this reference at the start of the paragraph. How to change that? You have to do a little bit manual editing over here. It will not affect your reference list. It will only give you, it helps you to make a chaining in this citation. So I'm going to just change brackets because at the start of the paragraph, we have to write and here, and only year comes in the bracket. This is the APA style of citing references at the start of paragraph. See, so click on keep manual edit. Keep if you will not click keep manual edit, it will not sync with your references. So you have to click on keep manual edit. See, now that this reference is different from the end text paragraph reference. End paragraph, the brackets, all things are in brackets, but at the start of the paragraph, only the years come into the brackets. Again, but it will not affect your reference style. The reference style will remain same, the APA. It is only required because of that APA demands, and when APA demands, your supervisors also demands it that you have to write it according to the APA format. Okay, so just save this document, whatever you are working, it will remain over there. Next time, again, if you want to change this reference style, you simply click on that reference, go to triple E, it will change. Again, go back APA, click on APA, it will be. Okay, here another technique. When I change IEEE, this reference, which I edited manually, has not changed. Again, this is making my life complicated because the manual edited reference has not changed to the IEEE format, rest has changed. So what to do now? Simply click on this reference. When you click on this reference, the gray highlight indicated that this reference is still synced with your Mendeley library. While clicking on this, click on undo. There is an undo option, click on undo, then it will appear in IEEE. Then it will be the same like other references. So remember this thing because I also learned this technique recently while I was preparing my workshop. So I hope so. Now this makes your life easy. All references are there. Whenever you delete any reference, automatically your reference list will be deleted. When you click on refresh, the citation deleted, reference also deleted. When the reference deleted, refresh. Now the citation not deleted because this was the manual edit. Remember manual edit, you have to work somehow manually as well. So I think this is clear. At bibliography, change citation reference styles. We are done with that. I hope so you were following me and you are now clear about how to cite that. So that was the end of two sessions on literature search and Mendeley. If you have any question with respect to these two sessions or these two uh, math sessions, but question particularly for those sessions, you can ask before moving to the next third session, which is web-based services for the particularly for the faculty members, for the staff, and for the professionals who want to make their career or who want to make their life easy with the citation and publications. So we can have a 5 to 10 minutes break before moving towards session 2. If you have any question, you can ask. If you have any comment or if still anything is not clear, you can ask. I can redo for you. If there is no question, so after might be after 5 minutes, we can start. Okay, there is a question by Sadia Panni. Can you please share how to send the save articles into a new folder on the web? Okay, in the for instance, there is a folder MS thesis, which is empty, and okay, let me share screen. In Mendeley, I have created MS thesis folder, which is empty, and might be I have already downloaded article in different folders. I want to drag that folder into that particular Mendeley. Just click on add folder, search where it is saved on desktop. There is a Mendeley folder, and under Mendeley folders, I have a folders of articles. Just click on that folders, click OK. Whatever the documents are containing in that folders now that is appearing now in Mendeley desktop. If you do not want to drag the whole folder, you can click on add files. You can click one by one, or if you need only two, or might be from the same articles folder, you just need two articles, three articles. You just select those three articles and drag into that particular folder. Remember, whichever the folders you have opened, it will comes into that folders. If by mistake you are opening that folder, so you can again drag into different folders. From here, you can drag to the BS thesis. This articles mistakenly appearing over here, you can drag into the women's health. Is that clear? So these are actually these folders. You can only see these folders because this is saved in your library. But in whatever you will save in groups, that will appears to all those members who are available or who have joined this group. or who are the members of this group. So for instance, I have uploaded these two documents. So the FJW Journal Club members are 3 people. So they can see my articles. Here you can see the members. Oh, we have added new members, Ms. Sarda Naz also. So these people can see my articles. So these two articles are not my property only, or not only saved in my library, but now other peoples who are the member of this journal club can also read my articles. I am again repeating, there is no harm to share your published material with the other peoples just for reading and for citation. I hope it will be clear to Ms. Sadia. Okay, just to save the time, and you also maybe have different commitments, we are moving towards our next session, which is Mendeley web-based services. These are different optional services which Mendeley is providing you, and Ms. Sumaira Gulzar will tell you about those services, how to use and how to activate those services. So over to Ms. Sumaira Gulzar. If you have any other question relevant to my sessions, you can still have an option to write in the chat box, and I can comment on the chat box. Else, if you want to contact me personally, my email addresses are available, or you can contact me through different other channels as well. Thank you so much, and over to Ms. Sumaira Gulzar.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adila. Very nice session. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Vice Chancellor Saiba, all respected faculty members and students. Hope we have a good learning session. Dr. Adila was very clear about the general queries which are faced by most of our thesis students. So since we have gone through that, Medley, it did start initially as a very student-friendly and student-centered service, but what we need to understand here is that it has expanded a great deal, and it has now grown into a very strong research-based service, which is offering multiple opportunities. So I thought that I would take this opportunity to um, introduce all of you to a little bit about the web-based services that Mendeley has to offer. Um, with Dr. Adila, you have sort of gone through how to maintain a Mendeley library and how to sync between and work your way through the web and through the desktop version. So over here, one thing that I felt needed to be reinforced here is that Mendeley is offering its services for your desktop computers, for web-based. Of course, the web-based, cloud-based storage is always available. And other than these two platforms, it is also offering an app. Android as well as Apple apps are available. Iske alawa, they also have Linux-based service, which is a very strong tool, which just sort of gives this service more strength because it is not platform dependent. So with that, moving on to what are the services that web-based Mendeley is providing us. If you just went through the this interface a little bit with, I hope my screen is visible. Can you see my screen?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So if we go to any, if we log into our Mendeley account, the way Dr. Adila has just guided you, all of you can first, because it is mandatory in order to have Mendeley desktop, you need to have Mendeley web. So you need to have an account on Mendeley Web. So once you have that account and you're signed in with your name, and this is also with respect to faculty who are having to do with research related services, and their work is generally research related. So for them, it is very useful. we have certain aspects which out of which feed and library has been a little bit covered by Dr. Adila. We are going to go through these suggestions and groups, databases, and some of the other services they are offering. Feed we have covered. We have the web library. Next we have profile that researchers can complete online, and we are going to go through the benefits that a good strong profile can bring your way. Next we have how you can build up your network, because working in collaborations is very important for academia and for researchers. So Mendeley helps us a lot in that. We have group collaborations. We are going to go through how Mendeley helps with data sets. Then we're going to go a little bit over careers, and last, funding opportunity. Last but not the least, of course. So I'm going to start a little bit with the manual, with practical work also, along with this PowerPoint. I'm going to take you to my profile right now, where we have certain groups which I have made, so you can understand the working of Mendeley groups. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. So if you can see, are my groups available, visible on the screen too? Can somebody please confirm? Over here we have certain different groups available. For instance, gamification research group is one of the group, because gaming and research on game development and game design is my research area. So I have joined this group, where I can see that the other members are putting in their research related field. इसमें what we can benefit out of is that relevant research is constantly being shared, and we can get access to multiple articles, as well as researchers who are working on the same lines as we are, and we can work on collaborations. And then within groups, if you can see, then there are different types of groups available. We have groups which are available for public sharing. I have joined a few public groups, whereas we have invite only groups available as well. For instance, general group, the one that we are a member of, Dr. Dila and me, we have joined this. We have made it into a research invite only group. Dr. Dila just mentioned that we can share certain documents with our group members. So if we go over there, these are the two documents that Dr. Adila shared with this group, if you were following her through her session. Over here, when we are working with Mendeley in groups, like I'm sitting over here in my home, and my research collaborator may be sitting somewhere in USA or in Canada. And how it helps us is that over here we can access the complete document, open the PDF of that document, like it can be my supervisor, my collaborators internationally. So we can always, collaborate this way, and we can read each other's writings. We can also, over here, if you are following, so Mendeley is also giving us all statistics regarding relevant other relevant documents, as well as the statistics about how this article has been, how many times it has been cited, and how what are the type of readers which have accessed this particular article. So this is where groups come in very handy. So you can work with your collaborators, and you can join different groups to do collaborative research. After that, one very strong feature that Mendeley is offering is that Mendeley is hosting a very big repository of data sets. It can make a lot of research data available for us. Actually, when internationally researchers are doing research on huge topics, so sometimes you needed to do comparative studies, or for certain other reasons you're required to find out something about, there is a research question which you're working upon, and you need to find out that something is, how, what is the state of things here in Pakistan. Let's say again the same example of COVID-19, or let's just differ a little bit. Let's talk about breast cancer. So if I'm a doctor per se, which I'm not, but if I were doing my research and trying to find out the statistics about or the connection between breast cancer and geographical statistics somehow, so I can collect data from Pakistan very easily, but what about collecting data from Sweden? I cannot. So in areas like that, Mendeley data repository helps us. Maybe I can come over here and find out research about find out or search about data sets on breast cancer. So maybe I can find out something, if not exactly my type, or there can be there are researchers, of course I'm sure faculty must be knowing about metadatas, but I'm saying this for the students. A lot of times there are researches done only on data sets. You do not go out to look for new information. What you just do is that you pick up existing data sets and you analyze them, and you figure out or you give your own findings on the basis of what you just found out or out of the existing data. So for that, these data sets come in handy. So Mendeley is hosting, as you can see, 21.5 million data sets at the moment, which is all obviously ever growing. The biggest strength of Mendeley is that the data sets hosted here are strong in quality. They are only hosted or approved after making sure there was no ethical obligation, or there were no plagiarism issues or anything like that. So maybe we can breast cancer. Search a little bit. A little while ago, yes, it is still the same. It is giving me this error. I don't know why. Maybe the server is down or something, but I have been doing this. And once earlier, a few days back, when we were preparing for the workshop, I was looking for COVID-19. So it was showing me a list of some, like, a big number in hundreds. It was showing me data sets which people have already worked upon and uploaded on Mendeley. So that shows us that how up to date and how fast this resource is. So I think this is, I've been trying for the last 1.5 hours, and it's just telling me that something went wrong. So it's not uploading, but it's as simple as searching. You will go on find research data. It will ask you somewhere over here to sign in if you are not signed in already, which I am. So it should just give you a list of data sets that are available in your field, and then once you are able to access that data, you get in touch with the researcher, and with permission and going through those processes, and generally people are willing to agree for collaborations because these are published data sets and you acknowledge their work, so there is no issue in sharing this data. Moving on to the next area which Mendeley Web Services are offering, which is funding. A lot of research funding opportunities are available. You can see that these funding types, or you can see next to every area or field of studies, it is showing us how many funding opportunities are available. Let's go, this is a little bit broad. So what if we want to, okay, my area is game design and development, so let me have a look there. What if I want to know if there are any funding opportunities open for game design? So you would be shocked to know that there are 2,881 funding opportunities which I can pick from. This I'm also talking in regard to my thesis students who are in this group at the moment attending. I would really urge you to look up your relevant areas and see if you can collaborate or if you can win any of these funding opportunities. You can always come to me if there are queries. Over here, you can see that across every there's this design writing prize, and across every funding opportunity, they're giving you how many days you're left with if you're interested in applying for this particular opportunity. Gaming tools for behavior health and beyond. For instance, I have been planning to work on the impact of the psychological and the health impact of playing PUBG, the battlefield, player unknown's battlefield, that game which all the hype is about. So I've been planning to work on that. And if you see my Mendeley desktop, I don't know. Okay, I think I'll present again. This is my Mendeley desktop. I hope you can all see this now. So if you see, you will find multiple articles on PUBG. So that is where I have been spending some of my time. So I have been looking these up, and just the way Dr. Adila just told all of you, you can. I've been making use of all these options and looking these up. So if I have decided upon what I want to share, what I want to work upon, and that is aligned with one of these funding opportunities, then I have a jackpot. So over here you can, of course, see what. Okay, let's open one of these. Outreach and event grant. Okay, so if we open one of these, you can see that it has all the relevant details available, and you can find out your eligibility, and there are contact details available for that funding opportunity. So you can grab some of these grants on Mendeley. Next to that, we have this is again relevant to more relevant to students again, because you'll soon be done with your degrees. But of course, faculty can also over here, just the way we have many job portals available these days, like Rosie.pk, or you have um, for instance, you have LinkedIn, or even so, like those web portals. Or but these jobs over here at Mendeley, these are research related jobs. So over here, if I am looking for someone to work with, I'm looking for collaborators, I'm looking for research fellows, I can post those jobs over here. And same goes for researchers over here. If you're planning to have sort of start a PhD abroad, you can look up here and you can find people who are looking for fellowships, or who are offering fellowships in the same field which you are trying to get a PhD in. So in that way, you can connect and you can find yourself certain um, jobs as well as fellowships. There are, you can see there are postdoc fellowships available, there are PhD positions available, and you can over here you can see the statistics, which are again pretty strong and interesting. Processes are the same. You can, just the way you do on all other job portals, you can get your job alerts, you can upload your CV, and you can get going with the jobs. For example, let me just graphic design. Acha, again, it's also going to give you a location where you want to, because this is job related. So I won't want to get a job somewhere in, you know, North Island. So what I would prefer is to be in a vicinity of my location. So um, I can give it my location. It is asking me to allow my location. So I have given it my location, which is Rawalpindi. So let's just within 20 miles, let's just search for a job for me. Although graphic design is not my field, but anyways. So okay, to improve your search results, of course, because we limited the search quite a lot. 20 miles ke andar, it's very hard to find a graphic design job. And even if there would be jobs, they may not be registered over here with Mendeley, because Mendeley is research based and graphic designing is least to do with research. So this is probably the reason I did not get any search results. So, but this is how you can um, search for jobs. But you need to keep in mind that over here, the kind of opportunities you're going to get are going to be research related. Groups we have gone through suggest. Mendeley suggests generally is looking up on your behavior or and on your activity on the website and on the portal, and based on that it keeps suggesting you different articles. For instance, I told you earlier that I am working on gaming and game design, so it's offering me this suggestion that I should read this article on social media and loneliness, why an Instagram picture may be worth more than 1,000 Twitter words. So it's about social media, which is sort of coherent with my research areas to some extent. Over here, you can, just like the way I'm sure faculty members must be knowing about ResearchGate and other research related social networks. So this is also very strong research network where you can follow different researchers and they can follow you. And once you follow different researchers, you can follow their feed, whatever their activity has been. Uh, it keeps recommending you to complete your profile. For instance, I have so far not added any publications, so it is reminding me constantly to add some publications. Once I'm done with that, just the way Dr. Adila also told you, that once your published work is available online, it is not only good for the others, it's also beneficial for you, because people can then cite you in their work, and your impact factor increases. Um, Over here, Dr. Adila shared a document a little while ago in this group, which is showing in my feed now. This is just nothing different than Facebook, only this is a research Facebook. So we have, okay, over here, I have added in another document earlier when I was going through my preparation for the workshop. So these are those articles. Okay. It has suggested some of the articles: storytelling and interactive digital media and video games. Now this is one of the articles which I have uploaded some other time, so it is also showing me all activity. Basic reason why there is not a lot of feed from other people is that I am not interacting with that many people so far on Mendeley. Okay, if we are gone and done through with the all right, Dr. Saima has very kindly joined our journal club. Thank you for that. Sadia, Dr. Sadia, welcome. Dr. Sajda, welcome. Okay, so okay, last but not the least, if I will take you to my profile, you're going to see that this is sort of the last stage. This is a little after we have gone through the advanced stage and we have used Mendeley for the sake of research, and we have sort of benefited out of it. Then a time comes when, out of the usability of the tool and out of the benefits it's offering, you're sort of in love with it. So that's the time when you want to take one step further and maybe offer workshops, or spread the word that Mendeley is doing this much, and it's a service which is providing so much. So when that time comes, for me that time came a little early, and I skipped a step, and I sort of just went forward and I requested them to become Mendeley advisor. Over here you can see this red badge with my name. This is to show with my profile picture. These badges are given once you request for Mendeley advisorship. So after going through some process of their own, Mendeley I'll take you to the community. Mendeley advisors are a community where interested people can join this group, and they can be part of the teaching or the training processes that Mendeley has to offer. Again, that comes with certain benefits. The storage, the cloud storage space they are providing with you, that increases. For instance, currently Mendeley is offering 2 GB cloud storage space. That means you can have 2 GB of PDFs. That's a lot of PDFs. 2 GB may not be a lot of space for movies, but for PDFs, it is. So, okay, but even then, once you are a Mendeley advisor, you can avail up to 10 GB of this cloud storage space from available from Mendeley. Other than that, every time you're offering a workshop, Mendeley is Mendeley gives you a trainer workshop certificate, which you can get it co-signed by whoever you are offering the workshop to. For instance, this event I got it approved earlier from my Mendeley advisor community, and now I'm eligible for the certificate from Mendeley that I have conducted this training. Um, okay, so I was going to take you to the advisor community. This is the Mendeley advisor group, and it's again an invite only group. And if I'm over here, I just, this is my post which I did earlier today. I just shared the streaming link of our workshop for today, and I told everyone that we are having this training workshop. And so far there are no likes or comments. I don't like that. Okay, so this is pretty much it. We have this lady, Susan Taylor, who's constantly in touch with us, and they have a very, very proactive service where they just they are totally available for us. For the reason, the main reason is that it's getting them some publicity as well. They are not, it's not possible for them to reach out to every single university and college and tell people, and especially students, about the usability of Mendeley. So they have lured in people like me, and we are working for them, and it's a win-win for both. So that's about it. My part was pretty much all talking. Calm, Dr. Adila had already done with you guys, but I'm sure I did feel that this information is important and you should know about it. So if you have any queries, you can always ask. There are 26 chat entries.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sumera. It was a wonderful session. I hope everyone learned something new about how we can uh, promote ourselves actually, and how we can establish our research networks across the world. So if you have, this is all done with Mendeley desktop, Mendeley referencing, Mendeley citations, and Mendeley web-based services. Uh, if this is the end of the workshop formally, informally, if you still have any question and answers or any feedback, you can open your mic and you can share. I want to listen from some comments and feedback from our worthy Vice Chancellor. Ma'am, can you share your experience, or if you feel anything lacking in this workshop, you can also suggest. Over to Dr. Saima Hamid, Vice Chancellor, Fatima Jinnah Women University.
Thank you, Dr. Adila. I am very grateful to your department under your leadership, Dr. Sumaira and yourself. You have really, and the others, I'm sure there are others working in the background who've really put this workshop together in these trying times. I think this is a very good beginning for the university. Other departments will, inshallah, follow suit. I hope that this has been a learning experience for the others. For me, this has been a refresher course, and it's always good to be reminded of a lot of features. So what is important at this stage is to note that we have in-house expertise, we have an advisor on board. So there are lots of features that you do not routinely use, and at times it always helps to have a refresher. For those who for whom this session was the first, I'm sure the in-depth navigation along its features, its and how a lot of our work can be made more efficient. I'm sure all the participants must have learned a lot. So I must thank you all for dedicating your entire morning for this very useful workshop. And I would not take much more time. I would rather that if there are any questions from the participants, they can be responded to by the facilitators. So thank you, Adila and team. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so much, ma'am. Thank you for your appreciation and thank you for your motivation. And
thank you,
hope
ma'am.
we will continue. We are planning to continue in a series because in our journal club is actually initiated by the Department of Sociology, but it is a journal club for all the faculty or for all the department of the Fatima Jinnah Women University. Right now, we are very active members, Dr. Sajda Naz, Dr. Ms. Sadia Panni, Ms. Sumaira Gulzar, Ms. Parosh, my own faculty members are also the part of that journal club, and Dr. Aftab from Islamic Studies Department are also an active member of our journal club. When we were in the university, we have some interactive session face to face, but now we are thinking to revive back through our online system, and we have created this journal club into the Mendeley. So everyone from the university, if they want to join us, we can send them invite and they can join in this journal club. The only purpose of this journal club was to promote research culture in Fatma Jinnah Women University because we were lacking this research culture in uh, our university because we are reluctant to share our publications or reluctant to share our ideas. So this platform is giving us an option, an open forum to discuss your articles, discuss your research, or discuss the journals, or might be we are working on under this journal how to start a new journal. I'm working with Dr. Aftab on this particular aspect, how we can start new journals. So anything with reference to your academic, with reference to your research, with reference to professional life, we can discuss under this journal forum. For this, if there is no question or no comments from any other faculty, staff, or students, we can uh, conclude that. And I'm very much thankful to the IT department to making this event, having a live stream event at the university website. And IT department is very competent. We have a very good team in IT department. All the time they are facilitating uh, very well. And this all organization with the different recording and streaming, this is already done uh, very well by the IT department. So I must thank Mr. Imran Ijaz, who is leading this IT department and who has personally facilitated us for this 3 hour session. Uh, Beside that, I'm very much thankful all those participants, faculty members, and particularly the staff members from the different offices who have joined this workshop and organized this workshop, participated in this workshop. And a special thanks to my department faculty members who are always there as my second hand and who always assist me and facilitate me out of the box. I really appreciate and I really blessed with having a very good, dynamic, competent faculty members. And we are all working good and we are all motivated. Because of that, we have a very good leadership of Dr. Saima Hamid. With this, thank you so much. I hope this workshop is very much productive and useful for you. And this will remain, if you create your Mendeley library, this will remain with you forever. And it will make your life easy for your professional life. Thank you so much. God bless you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.